Build your dreams. BYD is set to launch its first mass-market car in Australia, the BYD Atto 3. BYD Atto 3 is one of the most highly anticipated EVs in Australia in 2022, and the wait is almost over for new customers awaiting what is currently the most affordable EV in Australia. With previous delays and no test drive vehicles available to local order holders, it hasn't been smooth sailing for the Atto 3 launch in Australia so far. This is about to change, with many local order holders now being told that their recently produced cars are now in transit. In the last 24 hours, The Driven understands that local customers are now being advised that their recently produced BYD Atto 3 models are in transit. The order holders who are getting the exciting news are now receiving an email seen by The Driven that states, "Your vehicle has completed production and is in transit to Australia." Isn't that encouraging enough? Stay calm and tuned for more details you need to know on the arrival of the BYD Atto 3 in Australia. The update comes after the Atto 3 received ADR, Australian Design Rules approval last week. Existing order holders who now have their cars in transit and upcoming orders will also be receiving heated seats. This was confirmed with an updated Atto 3 brochure updated on BYD Importer's Australian website earlier this month. While the local distributor EV Direct only sold a handful of the BYD T3 light commercial van and E6 people mover in 2021, both EVs have since been discontinued for the foreseeable future in Australia. Starting from $44,381 to $47,381 before on-road costs and state incentives in one highly specified variant and two battery sizes, the BYD Atto 3 is one of Australia's most affordable electric SUVs with up to 420 kilometers of range, WLTP, a 12.8-inch rotating infotainment system, and a raft of safety assistance systems as standard. The first batch of customer orders were set for July 2022 delivery, but has since been delayed to August or September. EV Direct estimates deliveries for new orders to take place between December 2022 to January 2023 as at publication. Like Honda, Tesla, and Polestar, EV Direct adopts a direct-to-consumer model, meaning guaranteed fixed pricing sold exclusively via its website. The company is also displaying the BYD electric car in its Sydney showroom and will utilize its Eagers Automotive Limited dealership partner to display BYD vehicles, offer test drives, and facilitate delivery handovers at 12 select locations nationwide. It's part of EV Direct's plan to offer up to 6 new BYD electric car models by the end of 2024, including a cheaper small hatchback, the BYD Dolphin, and slick Tesla Model 3 rivaling sedan, the BYD Seal. The BYD Atto 3 rivals the MG ZS EV, Hyundai Kona Electric, and Kia Niro EV, as well as nipping the more expensive Tesla Model Y. The size and design of the BYD Atto 3. Outside, the Atto 3 adopts BYD's latest Dragon Face 3.0 design language with a slightly sloping roofline, slim Dragon Crystal LED headlights, and aerodynamic wheels. Inside, the Chinese-made EV features a quirky fitness and musical-inspired theme with red strings on the door cards to mimic guitar strings, dumbbell-shaped air vents, and a two-tone blue and white interior as standard. In terms of practicality, it has a 60-40 split fold seats, 2 ISOFIX child seat anchor points on the outer rear seats, and built-in roof rails. Riding on a dedicated E-Platform 3.0 EV architecture, the Atto 3's wheelbase is similar to medium-sized SUVs like the Toyota RAV4, Mazda CX-5, and Hyundai Tucson, but with an overall length akin to small SUVs like the Nissan Qashqai. The Atto 3 is available exclusively in one front-wheel drive powertrain and 2 battery sizes, standard and extended range, for a driving range of up to 345 kilometers and 420 kilometers respectively on the stricter WLTP testing cycle. As with all EVs from the Shenzhen vehicle and battery conglomerate, the Atto 3 uses its in-house Blade battery that's said to be stronger, safer, and at least 50% more energy dense than conventional lithium iron phosphate or LFP batteries. The BYD Atto 3 SUV offers 70 kilowatt DC on the standard range or 80 kilowatt DC on on the extended range charging speeds. The latter has an approximately 45-minute charge time from an unknown starting and end state of charge. It also has 7 kW AC charging capabilities. Meanwhile, it uses the common Type 2 CCS2 plug standard, is capable of vehicle-to-load V2L, and comes with a 3-prong home domestic cable. The company claims the crossover EV can hold its maximum DC charging rates for longer over time, resulting in quicker top-ups. With its BYD Blade battery based on LFP chemistry, this also means it can be regularly charged to 100% with minimal degradation concerns and doesn't use the unsustainable cobalt rare earth mineral. And since it doesn't include a built-in navigation system, it's unlikely to offer battery preconditioning, although it does feature a heat pump and regenerative braking levels to improve energy efficiency. The 5-seater SUV comes with a full gamut of active safety technologies as standard, including auto emergency braking, front and rear collision warning, rear cross traffic alert with rear cross AEB, lane departure and lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and door open warning. Basically, occupants are covered by 7 all-round airbags so as to prevent them getting hurt in an accident. Technology-wise, the Atto 3's interior is dominated by a 12.8-inch tablet-style infotainment system that can electronically switch between vertical and horizontal orientations, a small 5-inch driver's digital instrument cluster attached to the steering wheel column, and configurable ambient lighting. The company says Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone mirroring will be available later in 2022. Likewise, it's also promising to enable a built-in BYD English voice assistant at the same time via an over-the-air software update for existing owners. Additionally, there's also USB-C and USB-A charging ports available throughout the cabin. Atto 3 extended $47,381 before on-road costs. The Atto 3 is covered by a 7-year unlimited kilometer vehicle warranty and 7-year per 160,000 kilometers high-voltage battery warranty. EV Direct has partnered with independent mechanic My Car Tire and Auto, formerly Kmart Tire and Auto, to service all new BYDs, featuring dedicated service bays for EVs and specially trained technicians for BYD vehicles. Lately, the frequently asked questions is EV cheaper than a petrol car? Compared to a similarly sized SUV, the Nissan Qashqai, the Atto 3 has a similar upfront cost, post-incentives, however has vastly lower operating costs. After 5 years of ownership, a typical driver in New South Wales could save up to $17,700. Definitely, petrol cars are more expensive in maintaining than the EV. Talking about the comparison between the BYD Atto 3 and other EVs, is that the BYD Atto 3 has been given updated WLTP range ratings for the standard range battery, confirmed the inclusion of heated seats, and built-in voice assistant. Also, EV Direct has revealed more details of the Atto 3, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, plus a new energy red color. BYD is perhaps best known as the Chinese EV company in which American business mogul Warren Buffett invested $230 million back in 2008. But today, it's China's top-selling producer of electrified EV and plug-in hybrid passenger vehicles. There's no ANCAP safety rating yet for the 2022 BYD Atto 3, but no shortage of standard safety equipment either. Bluetooth phone and audio streaming is included, along with over-the-air updates, DAB digital radio, wireless phone charging, an 8-speaker D-Rack stereo, and, saving perhaps the best until last, a 12.8-inch rotating touchscreen display. There are some functions such as karaoke that automatically rotate the screen. It's in portrait mode when you're belting out notes, whereas with others, it's a matter of user preference. Similar to the Volkswagen ID family, the Atto 3 has a 5.0-inch digital instrument screen mounted to the steering column. When driving, this seems too small and cluttered to clearly see information, although that might be a matter of getting used to the layout. Compared with some of the Chinese EV startups, BYD seems to have geared the 2022 BYD Atto 3 to drive more like a petrol-engined car. BYD continues to invest in America, opening a forklift center in Rancho Dominguez, California in 2020 and establishing a network of service centers across America to serve our customers. This is all we got for you on the BYD Atto 3 entering Australia. Did you find this video an informative and entertaining one? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss out on our next video updates. Thanks for watching.